There's a verdict in the case surrounding an Albany-based sex cult. The jury found Keith Raniere guilty on all counts. He said he was running a self-help group for women. Let's listen now as he was found guilty, and we're listening to some of the women react to this verdict.
They had seen some of this evidence, and it was truly shocking. Truly shocking for them to realize how they had been used and manipulated beyond their imagination. It was horrific for them, actually.
When you first heard the word guilty over and over and proven over and over, what feeling went over you? Like, how did you feel?
There is no feeling to describe. There really isn't. Just waves of emotion and relief, just incredible relief.
And the quickness of it.
Yes.
That must mean something.
Yes. You can't fool a New Yorker.
Right. You can't. They saw it. They saw it in the evidence, and these brave witnesses that came forward and spilled their souls and told their stories. They saw the truth quickly, very quickly.
What will you do next?
Go have a drink.
Tony and Kathy, will these young women be able to recover, though, from everything they went through? What do you think they have chances of fully recovering from this ordeal?
I think what doesn't break you makes you stronger. Yeah. So, you know, what they've learned from this will bring life lessons later.
Could awaken activism,
right.
Strength, articulate a purpose in life that they might not have anticipated. So I have great hope for all of them.
Do you think Keith Raniere is the only person in the world running an organization like this?
No.
Do you think that this is something that other people are struggling with and still in the depths of elsewhere in the world?
Yes. There are thousands of abusive cults like this.
Can you guys talk about, I mean, I think we do a disservice to these victims if we kind of lump them all together as being somehow maybe not thinking through things as the rest of us might, like, oh, I didn't get caught up in the cult. You know, can you speak to that a little bit?
Yes. We can't victim shame. Everybody is susceptible at some point in their lives to something. Maybe I wasn't sucked in by a cult, but I've been conned. So I think that it gives people a false sense of security if they think they're impervious to being conned.
One of the things I think we saw is how this can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not people that look odd or strange. These are normal, everyday people. And the one thing they do draw is really good people. They draw really good people that want to make a difference.
Yeah.
And it's all the lies, I mean, that inner circle that helped to enable him to get to this point. I've always said he did not get there alone.
Yeah.
So having the courts show that criminal enterprise, because that's what that was charged, that RICO charge.
Yeah, members of this group were educated and informed individuals. So,
Tony, you mentioned the good people. I mean, you all have kind of come together at this trial. I mean, on Monday it almost seemed like a little bit of a reunion. And is that because these are good people? I mean, it is good people who are involved in this and caught up in it.
They're good people and bad people.
Right.
Make that clear to people watching, because I think that some people hear the word NXIVM and think that if you've ever taken a NXIVM class or were ever involved in NXIVM, then you must be a bad person and you must be involved.
No one joins a cult. No one says, hey, guess what? I think I'll go join a cult today. No one joins a cult. They go in with the trappings of what was presented, and that's what they got engaged. That's what enrolled them. So, I don't know.
Are you going to continue to raise awareness so that maybe other moms won't suffer, 8 years of torture, like that their kids are in some kind of cult? What are you going to plan to do?
Well, one of the reasons I wrote a book was as a sort of a handbook to family members, what they can do and how they can help their loved ones if they are trapped in similar situations. So that's one contribution, and a foundation to help provide exit counseling for people who are struggling leaving cults. And I will continue to do more as I find ways to help.
Is your daughter going to help you with this?
Well, you'll have to ask her. I don't know.
What is she doing right now? I heard she's in Los Angeles with family.
No, she's in New York right now, and she's busy.
She's a lot of fun.
She's a busy girl.
Is she happy now?
Yes.
She has a new relationship as far as I know?
Yeah, she's doing really well. She's doing really well.
Ladies, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Really
Thank you, media. You're all wonderful.
Yes, thank you. We could not have done this without you. Thank you.
And everyone send Keith Post-it notes. He's going to need more.
Thank Thank you so much.